So I've been a big fan of Sonos speakers for pretty much as far as I can remember. And every now and then, especially when a new one comes out, I do a little window shopping. Never mind if I need a new Sonos speaker, definitely want one. But the problem is Sonos speakers aren't cheap. They're definitely worth it, but they are not inexpensive. So if I was to get just one, not 3 or 4 or 5, just one new Sonos speaker, what would I get? I think I have a new answer. This is the new Sonos Move 2, and as the name implies, it's the second version of a Sonos speaker that you can, well, move pretty much wherever you want. It's portable-ish, more on that in a second, and because it's Sonos, it sounds really, really good. Now before I show my math here, go hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, then hit the notification bell, like this video, take your dog for a walk, call your mom, tell her you love her. You've done all that? Yeah? All right, let's get to it. This is the Sonos Move 2. All right, as I tend to do, let's talk about the basics first. The Sonos Move 2 costs $450. Like I said, that ain't nothing. And in fact, it's just as much as the Sonos Era 300 that we've already reviewed. Definitely go check out that video and read the full written review on that and the Move 2. It's got the same button scheme on top too for play, pause, volume, that sort of thing. Cool. But price really is where these comparisons end. The Era 300 is on a totally different level sound-wise, but even more than that is that the Move 2 is just meant to be used differently. It's meant to be moved around. You don't just plug it in and let it sit there. So here's how that works, really. The Move 2 has a pretty slick charging ring thing, and that's it. It's a ring. You put the speaker inside it, and it's pretty idiot-proof with contacts on the back for the charging. That's all you do. Put it down, it charges. And then once it's charged, you can pretty much just pick it up and go, and then put it back down to charge it again. Pick it up again, put it down again. That's it. Nothing to click, no real contacts to line up. They're there in the back, and it just works. It's brilliant. And by the way, the first thing you're gonna notice when you pick up the Move 2, and actually when you take it out of the box, it is not light. Weighs more than 6.5 pounds actually, and that's hefty. But the built-in handle on the back is pretty good, and I haven't dropped it yet. Not that I would necessarily recommend lugging the Move 2 around everywhere. Yes, you can move it. Is it portable? I would say no. If you really want something portable, go for the Sonos Roam. It weighs less than a pound. This weighs more than 6 pounds. And the Roam is also way less expensive at $180 versus $450 for the Move 2. On the other hand, if I shell out almost $500 for the Move 2, I'm damn well gonna take it anywhere I want, right? So back to the battery for a second. Sonos says you will get a full 24 hours off a complete charge. That's more than double the 11 hours before. And I tell you what, that's great, but I don't care. So the thing is, that's really more than enough time. I'm never gonna have it on for 24 hours at a pop. Or even if I do, 6 hours here, 6 hours there, 24 hours is still plenty of time. I can just pop it back on the charger whenever I need. So let's say you actually do take this thing on the road somewhere and you're just not in a place where plugging in the charging ring is very feasible. I get it, it happens. Look in the back of the Move 2, it has USB-C. Now, in addition to charging, we'll get to that in a second, USB-C also does things like connects a 3.5 millimeter adapter if you want line in. That's pretty cool. If you need Ethernet, you can do Ethernet over that for whatever reason. So yeah, you can also use it to charge the Move 2. That's probably what you'll use it for, right? Now you can do so with not necessarily any USB-C charger. You're gonna want something that's using power delivery. Phones have had it for a long time. Mostly you'll hear about that in the Android world. Sonos also sells sort of a portable charger for that if you want. Cool. Just don't expect to use like some low-powered, 5-watt charger. Or even if you have an external battery, you want to try to charge it with that, go for it. It just needs to have power delivery. Look for the PD. One more cool thing about the USB-C port and the batteries and all that stuff, you can actually use the Move 2 to charge other devices. If your phone's about to die, plug it into the speaker. How neat is that? Some other cool things about the Move 2. It is absolutely a full-blown, very expensive Bluetooth speaker. Yeah, it has Bluetooth. That's definitely handy, even if Sonos's bread and butter is playing all the things over your home Wi-Fi. But it does make sense to have Bluetooth built in, even if you're gonna lug this thing around, all 6 pounds of it, right? If you're out on a boat or at a pond, at a lake, I don't know, walking down railroad tracks, someplace where you don't have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth makes perfect sense. You can't use this as a Bluetooth speakerphone, but I think that's actually a good thing. Nobody wants to hear your phone calls blasting out of a massive Sonos speaker. Don't be that guy. Sonos won't let you be that guy. And like other Sonos speakers, the Move 2 is also a smart speaker with voice control. So you can use Amazon Alexa with it, or Sonos has its own voice control. And if you've never heard it before, it uses actor Giancarlo Esposito as the voice, you know, Breaking Bad, The Mandalorian. He's been around for a long Homicide: Life on the Street. How can we forget that?
I thought this is an opportunity to use my instrument in a different way.
Trust Eileen to squeeze all the drama out of a situation.
Very, very cool. One thing you don't get, Google Assistant. Not available on the Move 2 for whatever reason. Sorry. So what's it like to use? Well, I tell you, I'm digging the Move 2 a whole lot. What used to happen is my house that we'd have an old Sonos One that we'd unplug and move to the porch or some other room where it just didn't already have a Sonos speaker. That wasn't very elegant though. This is just so much better. Just pick it up and go. Plus, there's the added bonus of Bluetooth, so you can kind of treat the Move 2 like it's an old 1980s boombox. I'm old enough for that, maybe some of you are, maybe you're not, ask your parents. It's also a fraction of the weight of those things. They were heavy. On the other hand, you looked way cooler lugging a giant boombox around. But the Move 2 sounds a whole lot better. So here's where I think the Sonos Move 2 fits into the scheme of things. If you don't have a relatively unlimited budget and you really want Sonos and can get just one speaker, I would get this. I would get the Move 2. It sounds really good. Not as good as the Era 300 or even the 100. Those are just different speakers for different purposes. The Move 2, just full stop, has the flexibility of movement that the others do not. I tell you, I don't know that I would lug it all the way out to the beach. I don't know that I'd go sit on a dock, all right? If you really want something portable, the Roam is just gonna be so much easier to carry around distances. But out back of the pool, out on the front porch, definitely. On a boat, maybe actually. I think I would. If I have the money for a boat, I probably got the money for one of these, right? Out walking the dog? No, don't do that. That's a bad idea. Now, if I'm gonna be in a situation where I know I want Sonos, but I know I'm not gonna be moving it around any, I would spend the $500 and buy myself a pair of Sonos Era 100s and just stick them where they're gonna be. You're gonna get a much better experience, and again, if you don't need the movement, you don't need the Move. So that's it for the excellent and yeah, a little expensive Sonos Move 2. If you got any questions or you think I'm just plain wrong, hit me up down there in the comments. I'll be around. Don't forget, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell and all the YouTube things we have to do here on YouTube, right? All right, that's it. Have more videos coming at you real soon. See ya.